Welcome to the Ordinary Mystic. I'm Yola, and today I invite you to contemplate with me the sacred emergence that arises from the spring equinox. Today I'm doing something a little different than the usual ceremonies that I create and co-create on this special time of year. I've always had a strong sense of how special it is, in a way, in the cycles of nature that coexist with our humanity, in our daily lives, in our schedules, right? So we have the cycles of our day, we have the cycles of our work, of our creativity, everything. And yet, and the busyness of the structures of the world. And that it's quite easy to be aware of. For many, many years, our ancestors cherished this time of year all over the world. This time of spring equinox, which means that the time of day and night are equal. In the northern hemisphere, this translates into the returning of the longer days, like in the spring equinox. And it's nice to also be aware that in the southern hemispheres, they celebrate the autumn equinox, where their natural instinct is to start slowly preparing for the harvest and in preparation for the winter in the shorter days. So there is something lovely about being aware that although when we live, for me, for example, in the northern hemisphere, and that the spring equinox represents new life, the longer days, warmth, the seeds stirring from deep within the earth to emerge into the dreams that we had in our hearts over the winter. So in many traditions, the spring equinox marked the advent of the new year, because it was an emergence into something new. Now, in this spirit, I am called to tune in with you as a global presence and contemplate what it is deep within the soil, deep within the womb, deep within the richness of our collective consciousness and dreaming. What are the seeds? What are the dreams that desire to emerge? So take a moment and sense this. It can be an elusive feeling. And it is the scent, the sensation deep within the personal heart that is matched with the heart of our collective, of our humanity, of the planet. What has been planted in the global consciousness of our current history? We can choose to go both ways. We can choose to listen to the loudness of the news, of the chaos, of the entropic forces whose purpose is to destabilize. And in this destabilization, chaos can emerge. Polarity. And yet, nature teaches us that polarity is natural. Polarity gives us the experiences of being alive as natural living beings in the world. So if we were to digest the discursiveness into something deeper, like a seed. Imagine a seed planted in the earth. And imagine that through our love and clear intention, that we have the choice to make the seed grow into anything that we wish. Where would that take us? Where does this contemplation take you within yourself? What does the soul wants to express in your life and in life in general? And what is the soul of humanity, the soul of the planet, the Anima Mundi? What does it hold dear in its heart? Is it kindness, gentleness, love, peace, the joy for life? As we sit with this contemplation and tune in to this time of year where, imagine it like on a horizon in the equinox axis, where the sun rises and you see the first rays of the sun, where the tipping emphasizes the growth of light and the emergence of light. How would that light, that emerging light, be received in your heart of hearts and in the heart of heart? of our collective. What are you holding in your consciousness about this? What story is being fed like a blueprint within this growing seed, within this dream? Because it matters. It matters. So in this new year, this new beginning, the emergence of life, holding one seed is enough. One seed. Because as we all hold this seed, we are merging with each other, and together we co-create and acknowledge the dream that life holds for herself. And we are part of this life. I invite you, if you can right now, place a hand on your heart. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And as you exhale, allow your seed to come forth. You do not need to speak of it. If you don't know its name, that's okay. Receive it as a beautiful jewel that is yours to tend to give it life, to water, to love, and to bring forth into life, your life, in an offering to all of life. Thank you for joining me in this spring equinox, musing and offering in the sacredness of who we are as divine beings, living an ordinary and exquisite life. See you next